Oh! Merry Christmas! My name is Saint Nicholas. I'm a pagan god. This is my helper elf, Frankfurter. She's a South Pole elf. Isn't that right, little Frankfurter? Hey guys, welcome to another episode of That's Right, We're Doing It Again, Animation Reaction. I don't know why I made that noise at the end. Actually, it's to signify my deep pain within my being. This moment, the holiday season causes nothing but pain and torment for me. My family is dysfunctional. But so is yours. So smash that like. To kick off this holiday season, we're gonna do something fun as frick. And that is steal people's animations and put them in my own video for you guys to watch, okay? But first, I beg of you, please, press the subscribe button and hit the notification bell on my videos because YouTube doesn't like me. I made a video that they didn't like, and now none of my videos get sent to notifications. I deleted the video as well, by the way. I don't talk about that video. Let's jump into this holiday season. Holy shit! Look, I'm dancing to Carol of the Bells dubstep. Ah, yes, Llama Arts, the greatest animation channel ever made. Go subscribe. As you guys can see, I'm subscribed and I click the bell like you should do on my channel, and also subscribe to them as well. Okay, I beg. Oh boy, a bus stop horror story animated with falling snow. Perfectly fitting for this season. Hopefully Santa Claus is involved. I wouldn't be surprised. He often is. When things go sour, he's a bastard. He is a pagan god after all. A bus stop horror story. Okay. Shh. All right, let's watch.
This happened when I was 17 years old.
Ooh, new
I would
voice.
go to the gym 3 to 4 times a week and ride the bus home. It was a Sunday and I had just missed my bus, so I had to wait longer for another one.
Okay.
I would have called my parents, but they were out for the evening, and taxis charged more, so I decided to sit and wait in the bus shelter. It was
Red
a cold
flag there.
night, and snow had just started peppering the ground.
Oh god.
My bus was taking longer than usual, so I got my phone out
Red
and
flag.
listened to some music.
That is
Almost
so weird.
An hour had passed. It was freezing and I hadn't seen anyone at all. That was until I noticed something out of the corner of my eye.
First things first. If you see John Lennon risen from the dead like that, or some guy who looks like he could be Jesus, if Jesus just never died and was just a corpse walking around, you turn the other way and you fucking run, okay? I don't care if you're in a bus shelter. When you see those beady eyes, either you lunge at him and attack him and kill him and smash his head, or you run. Okay, guys, I would run. I'm a pussy. Anyways, back into it.
It was a creepy guy dressed in thick layers of clothing.
Also, we're just gonna ignore the fact that that car just drove by at Mock Jesus. It's a Jesus. Mock Jesus. It's okay.
Thick layers of clothing, walking slowly towards me. I knew staring
he's
at
got
him
blood
would
on him as
draw
well.
more attention, so I just focused on my phone.
Eyes forward.
He sat down at the other end of the
look at him
shelter
looking.
and just stared at me.
He's wearing Birkenstocks too! Is this supposed to be Jesus? Or those aren't Birkens. What are those? Jesus boots is what they are, okay? I don't think they would have written a book about Jesus if he gave that look to people. I turn water into wine and make little boys mine. No, Jesus, bad!
There was something off about him.
No
I
shit!
felt like he was either drunk or on drugs.
Or just weird.
What does the boss do?
Oh.
I took out my earphones and said,
I think it's delayed because of the snow.
He
When is
stared
the
at
bus
me
due?
for a while, then started mumbling
Bro.
to himself. He was really
Doing
starting
math,
to
probably.
creep.
He's a genius.
He was really starting to creep me out, so I pretended to
Alright.
be on my phone. After a couple of minutes, I took another look.
I honestly don't know what I'd do. I'd be cold
Closer
sweating
to
now.
me.
Oh god. Look at his big old fingers!
I heard the sound of him sliding even closer.
Ooh.
I turned to him and said,
Wait, is that a print? I see what you're doing. Jesus is just, I'm not gonna call him Jesus. Let's call him Cornelius. For real though, what would you guys do in this situation? I would most likely be already sitting in a pile of my own excrement at this point. I would probably, and then run, you know? What I did there? I mimed it, because if I say it, I'll probably get demonetized.
You okay there?
he stared at me with glossy eyes. Lifted
You
his
okay
arm
there,
and
fighter?
leaned towards me. Immediately, I grabbed my bag and ran as he fell
He just
to the
fell
ground.
over?
I ran down the road, trying my hardest not to look back.
What the
I
hell?
kept going until I got to the next bus stop.
Why would he just
I turned
lunge
around
you,
to
though?
check to see if he was there.
An old weak
He
guy.
was gone, so I went to sit down. Feeling relieved,
Bro.
I rested my head on the back of the glass and waited
I
for
wouldn't
the
feel
bus.
relieved. He's on the bus, isn't he? Wait, did you fall asleep? Did this dumbass...
I jolted and turned around to see the same guy staring
Hey,
at
buddy.
me through the glass.
Get his big old fingers!
What the hell is wrong with you?
I'd beat his ass at this point.
Then he started walking around the shelter towards
Oh,
me.
look at his old belly.
I'm warning
Looks like
you.
Cheech.
Stay back.
Or Tommy Chong,
I yelled
actually.
in panic as I was backing up. I wanted to run,
Kick
but I
him.
left my bag in the shelter and I couldn't leave without it.
Lunge at him.
Suddenly,
Oh my god.
the man leaped at me and I quickly moved out of the way. He
You
fell to
feeling
the ground
froggy?
face first.
Then leap.
I froze in shock, then noticed the blood coming from his face. I tried to get a response out of him, but nothing worked. I
Dude!
called the police and paramedics and they arrived shortly after. I told
Passed
them
in
what
the
had
bus.
happened and they told me that the guy was on prescription drugs. They found a photo in his wallet of him and his son. The boy looked just like me, so we assumed he thought I was him. I
Oh.
later learned that he had lost his son in a custody
Aw.
battle and went off the rails.
That's
He
just
was
sad.
taken away for treatment. That was the last I
Damn.
saw of him. I got my driver's license shortly after, and have never been on a bus since.
Well, no shit. No shit. Sherlock. Story by Tomedy. Go subscribe to Tomedy. Well, guys. And also Christian Johnston. I'll have links to all this stuff and the videos. Let's digest what just happened, okay? Jesus rose from the dead. The second coming of Jesus came back. He was lunging. He was feeling froggy. And guess what? Guess what you do when you feel froggy? You fucking leap. Okay? You fucking leap. Merry Christmas. I'm at 2 disturbing horror stories. Looks like there's some snow there, so that might be relevant to Crimbus. Crimbus time. Mother of God. This looks just like
Over
my
the
house.
weekend, about 15 coworkers and myself had our company trip to
Who's
a
this
sandy
guy's
hotel in
sexy
Estes Park,
voice?
known for being Stephen King's inspiration for
Oh.
The Shining.
The Shining, okay.
We took an 8 p.m. ghost tour where we joined about 15 other
This is
people to
tight.
get guided around the property and told stories
Love that
about
movie,
its
by the way.
history and creepy things that are said to have happened. We were told to
I
take a
hate that
lot of
guy.
pictures, I'm sure to try and capture orbs or ghosts.
Oh.
Many green orbs were caught in pictures, but I don't think
Green
anything
orbs?
is as creepy as this photo taken by my coworker. A little girl in a hot pink dress who was definitely not on our tour. And apparently, years ago, a young girl who was 12 to 13 by the name of Lucy was squatting in the basement of the concert hall, which is where this photo was taken. And she was discovered upon plans to begin some construction. She was forced to leave,
Oh.
and the night got below freezing.
So that's the snow.
So she froze to death. Everyone on my tour
I mean, that's not
has
funny,
vouched
sorry.
that this girl was not on our tour. I mean, who wouldn't remember someone wearing hot pink?
This, just 2 things. This guy's voice is amazing. He always sounds like he's on the brink of just breaking down in tears. And then also, hot pink. At least this ghost likes to party. I'm sorry.
The man pictured as our tour guide, no one would have been in front of him. I am convinced that this
He
is the
stated
ghost
pretty
of
creepy,
Lucy.
too.
Just one more
ghost
added
of
note,
Lucy.
though I doubt anyone would believe me.
This guy's voice is
But there
very
was
convincing.
only one time throughout the tour where I felt any strange energy or feeling. And it was right there, headed down to
This
the
guy's
basement of the concert hall.
So weird. Oh, narrated by Corpse Husband. That sounds like a band, and a shitty one at that. Whoa!
This happened a few weeks ago
Okay,
when I
second
was
horror
walking
story.
home from
There was an ad
school,
in there.
excited
Sorry.
that my freshman year was coming to an end.
Mother of
It was a
God.
Tuesday night when I was turning in my last essay for history. I left it to the last minute and the teacher actually made me
Course.
complete it before I could go home. I hated
Good.
my teacher for that.
Why?
Around 8 p.m., I had finished that goddamn essay and was walking
Oh.
home. The rain had stopped and there
Corpse
was a
Husband, that's
beautiful
funny. I
sunset.
see the shirt.
Suddenly, I noticed something.
Guy's a
There
bit
was
of a fan of
red
himself, isn't he?
2016 Toyota Camry right behind me.
That's a
I
spicy
got
car.
goosebumps thinking it was following me. I didn't look back and started walking in my apartment's direction.
I'm paranoid of stuff like that
I
too.
wanted to go to a busy road to feel safer. Just then, the car sped up, stopping right next to me.
Okay.
A middle-aged man asked me where I was headed and suggested to drop me off. I said no thanks, but the man wouldn't leave and insisted.
It's the same guy! It's the same guy! You're kidding me. This dude is everywhere and nowhere at the same. Wait, that guy's got a hole in his cheek. There, the bird nose guy? They're all related. All these stories are all related. I knew I've seen him before.
I wanted to
He was in the hotel one too.
Fuck off, but I took off running.
Off Jesus!
I heard a loud noise and at the same time felt something I can only describe as a sharp vibration hitting my flesh.
What?
I fell to the ground not knowing what happened.
What happened?
Out of adrenaline, I was about to get up and run again as I felt a heavy arm grab me by the mouth. Then the pain set in. I realized that I was shot.
Oh.
There was another man next to him that searched my pockets.
Where'd his cheek
He grabbed my
go?
phone and threw it on the ground as he tied my legs and taped my mouth.
Shit.
They quickly put me into the trunk of their car and then started driving. I
Dude,
could feel that
that's
we
so
were going
fucking
very
weird.
fast, and I'm sure that we hadn't stopped at all for a good 30 minutes. I was feeling my blood soaking into my shirt, which scared me the most. I was certain that I was going to die. I was thinking about my parents and what they would feel when they heard that I was missing.
Happy.
Then the car came to a stop. By some miracle, I heard a police officer asking for IDs and driver's licenses.
Start
I wanted
banging.
to yell for help, but nothing came out. Just then, I heard 3 to 4 gunshots. I heard another cop yelling,
"Man down! Man down! Shots fired!"
Ooh,
I was begging the cop to find me.
that's
Then I
sketchy.
heard the cop searching the car. I was feeling joy as my pain was growing worse. Seconds felt like hours. The officer
gonna be the
then
guys.
opened the car's trunk and suddenly started firing at me out of a fight or flight response. Thankfully, the bullets missed. The
What?
officer quickly
Shoot a bandaged up person? Yeah, likely.
and it
Very
arrived in
likely.
minutes. They placed the injured officer
That's so
onto
stupid.
a gurney and drove off in an ambulance.
I doubt that.
Finally, when the scene was safe, they called another ambulance for me. I woke up in the hospital.
What?
The news media was everywhere. I was fine after a few days, but later
course.
learned that the officer that was shot didn't make it.
Oh,
I
really?
don't know if those men are still alive or rotting away in a prison for
Wait.
killing an officer. I don't want to know what would have
I'm so
happened
confused. Oh, now
if
he
those
works at the
officers
7-Eleven.
Stop the car.
Down the street now. Wait, so it just randomly showed a 7-Eleven at the end? Okay, so hold on a second. First things first, we got a Jesus and that guy that was the f***ing tour guide from the Shining Hotel. Both those guys are the same characters, like American Horror Story. They just use the same characters in different roles. I like that. I really respect that. That's cool. One thing I'm a little curious about, though, is did the police officer that shot wildly, why would he be searching the car after he's been getting shot? It's just a story. Just a story. And not even a Christmas one at that. So far, we've completely failed at making this feel Christmassy. So here's one called Creepy True Christmas Story. I can't read. That's what I want for Christmas. An ability to read. This one's by Mort, and his picture looks a lot like Jesus. I'll have a link to his channel down below as well. Please go subscribe to him. And the speaker is Nightmare Files. I'll have a link to his channel as well down below. It looks just like this, Nightmare Files. This is the narrator guy. I love all these channels. I follow all these guys.
It was Christmas and I was a freshman in high school.
Hold on. If he would have said, it was Christmas and I was free, I would have almost died of laughter just then. But he didn't, so that was pointless to say.
It was Christmas and I was a freshman in high school. My family has been split up for some time. So
man.
normally
I like this
we trade
animation
off
style.
Christmas Day and Christmas Eve each year.
Okay.
And this year, I had come home early from my grandparents' Christmas party, while everyone else was at my aunt and uncle's celebrating another party. When I was dropped off, my cousins offered
Parties
to stay
everywhere.
with me for a few hours, but I declined. I thought I could
Dude, I
watch
love this
some of my
animation
new
style.
DVDs and get some alone time in this house, which is a rare. I had noticed
Weirdo.
an unfamiliar car parked on the street,
Oh.
but didn't think anything of it, considering it was Christmas Eve. Probably a neighbor's relative or something. I hadn't been home for more than
This guy might be a
15
little
minutes
crazy.
when there was a knock at the door. I unlocked the door and
Yo.
opened it only a crack to see a man standing there. Dark hair,
Big fat guy.
glasses, slightly overweight.
Shit,
and
looks like
dressed
Dan
casually.
Schneider. Guy who
He didn't look
invented
like much
iCarly.
of a threat, but my stomach dropped.
Shit.
He asked. I was wondering about the car outside. Is it for sale?
Can you give it to me for
I
Christmas?
told
for
him I
free?
don't think so. Is there someone here I can talk to about it? I said, quite stupidly, "No, you can come
This is
back
weird.
another time." And I shut the door and turned the lock.
This looks
as
like a
fast as I
full-grown
could.
man, though.
He reached for the door handle immediately and started pounding on the door. I heard a string of profanities and the pounding stopped.
Who's yelling,
Terrified,
though?
I was crawling on the floor to
Oh!
the phone, hoping he wouldn't be able to see me through one of the windows.
This is good.
Then I heard the noises. Our house has an open garage door,
Oh,
and it
shit.
led through to the laundry room.
Time to
where
run to the
door
panic
lock was
room.
broken and no one had bothered to fix it.
What idiots!
Just then I heard a man yell and I saw the man through the window run to his car and drive off.
There goes
My
Dan
uncle
Schneider.
had gotten him just in time, and he
Gotten
scared
him?
him away. Who knows what would have happened if he hadn't made it home in time. Sadly, we didn't get the plate number, and nothing ever came of it. But I'll
What?
never be home alone again on the holiday.
That was stupid as shit. Frick you, Mort. Son of a bitch. Oh, animated Santa Claus. Frick you, bud. All right. Well, that one scared the shit out of me there at the end. That was a good story, though. That was a really good story. I thought that kid was an adult this whole time, but he's actually a child. He's actually a kid. He was scared, sitting there like, watching iCarly probably, when suddenly Dan Schneider knocks on his door. Anyways, guys, thank y'all for watching this episode of Animation Reaction. If you enjoyed, smash that like down below. Remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and also do not forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for all of these animation channels. These dudes do a lot of really hard work, and I just steal it, so subscribe to them, please. Anyways, I'll see y'all in the next episode. And Merry Christmas, by the way. Merry Christmas, or whatever holiday you celebrate. Happy Kwanzaa.